we've been looking into how virtual reality can help with mental and physical health. So first of all, just a bit about me. My background is in applied sport and exercise science, and I did my master's in biomedical engineering, where I focused on using virtual reality games for chronic pain. And out of university, I founded VR Healthy to basically bring virtual reality into the health and fitness sectors. So a couple of years ago, it was a very new technology, and over the last few years, it's really exploded in the health and fitness industries, been used for a lot of different health conditions, mental and physical health, and just general fitness as well. So everybody knows that exercise is important for our physical and mental health, and particularly in Pompe, it can slow the progression of the disease. That activates autophagy, which removes damaged components of cells. But the biggest problem is engagement in exercise. So even in able-bodied people, exercise is not always the top priority for people. Engagement and adherence to exercise is quite low. And particularly when we expand that to people suffering from neuromuscular disorders, it can become a really big problem. So people always give lots of different excuses. There's a lot of barriers to people engaging in exercise. And the biggest one that I always hear time and time again is, oh, I don't have the time to exercise. And what that really means is that exercise is not the biggest priority. So maybe when you've had a long day at work, you might come home and be, okay, I just want to sit down on the sofa and watch some TV. Yeah, that TV watching is being prioritized over exercise. Some people just don't have the motivation, maybe from mental health conditions such as depression. Some people might want to go to the gym or exercise in public because they're self-conscious about their body image. Some people might experience a lot of pain when they're exercising, whether that's from a health condition or from just, I don't like the way that my muscles hurt after exercising, or I don't like feeling out of breath from running. Some people just don't enjoy it. And then we've got issues with like lack of access to facilities nearby, and the cost of exercise as well can be an issue. So all of these things kind of come into play that prevent people from engaging in exercise. So take a little bit of a U-turn at the moment, just talk a bit about virtual reality before I go into how it can help. So what is virtual reality? Now, there are virtual reality headsets that have been released that basically let you escape into a virtual world. There you can put on the headset and you actually be in a different 3D virtual environment, and you'd feel as much as if you were there as I am in this room right now. So you put it on and you can walk around in the room, and it will walk you around in the environment, and you can interact using these controllers, and you're actually present in this 3D virtual environment. So there's loads of different types of games, including like movement-based games that help you exercise, art games, relaxation games, story games, and there's other things, other apps that are educational, and they've done a lot of training in virtual reality as well. So you can use VR sort of seated or standing. I've just got a couple of videos that kind of show a few of the experiences in here. So this is a relaxation game or relaxation app, meditation app that you can play while seated. They just sort of sit and look around.
Today's reflection will help you find the inner strength in order to thrive. Breathe with me. Time your breath with the flow. Connect with your breath, slowly breathing in and out.
Yeah, so you can see as the meditation type game that's kind of walking you through this this sort of flow-like experience, a very calming, relaxing environment that you can look around and you can see as he turns the video sort of turns. So that's what he's seeing as he's looking around. So then there's a different types of games you can play seated. So some you could just be looking around in, but others you could be interacting using the controllers. So in this video, if you look on the bottom left, you can kind of see what the movements of the person playing are.
Okay, sounds like we've got work to do. I see. Okay. Shimmying, shimmy across. Nice one.
So you can see there he's sort of interacting with the environment using the controllers, and they're those blocks are as if they're like right in front of him and moving around that. And then we can get into some more active and standing experiences. So this is a game called Synth Riders. It's like a beat rhythm. So it's all about like moving around moving to the music. So yeah, so those are just 3 of many different experiences, different types of games that you can experience in virtual reality. So why does virtual reality help? How can virtual reality help? Now, immersive virtual reality like this can really help to overcome many of these barriers to exercise that I was talking about earlier. And a lot of research has shown that it actually distracts from sort of mental and physical pain. So it's the gate theory of attention, where the amount of stimulus that is coming at you from the virtual reality headset basically absorbs and diverts your attention away from any pain and reduces the perception of pain. And some research has actually shown it to rewire your brain and how your brain physically registers pain as well. Some of the research that we have done actually shows that it reduces your perception of how much you're exerting yourself as well. And just overall, it provides a really fun platform for motivational and fun exercise. It's something that you would actually want to engage in. It doesn't feel like a chore. It's a game, and that can really help to increase engagement. And all of the research that we have done just supports that. And the first study that we had a 20-week VR exercise program where people would come in for an hour a week and play VR games to exercise. And we had 90% adherence to that, which is astounding. When you look at research in other exercise, you're looking at around 40% adherence, with I think it's 50 to 80% dropout as well. So it really does make a big difference to people actually wanting to engage and increasing adherence to exercise, which is the biggest reason why I'm in this industry. And that was one of the biggest problems that kept coming up time and time again in my degree. And gamification can be used hand in hand with virtual reality. So all of those things that I showed you are games, and this combination of gamification with exercise also increases this adherence. So gamification is these game-like experiences that promote this flow, mastery, achievement, and intrinsic motivation. So that you actually want to do this. Which encourages participation and positively influences your attitude and behavior towards exercise, as well as allowing for easy goal setting and progression, and sort of seeing how well you're improving over that time. So yeah, gamified virtual reality can provide this much needed solution to this engagement problem in exercise. And not only does it help with physical health, but with mental health as well. So mental health and physical health go hand in hand, but they're often dealt with separately. You might go to your doctor for a physical health problem and then go talk to a therapist for a mental health problem that are very much linked together, and one affects the other. If you haven't got very good mental health, you're unlikely to do the necessary exercise and things to take care of your physical health. And if you haven't got very good physical health, that's very likely going to negatively affect your mental health as well. So what do we do at VR Healthy? So we do research into the physical and mental health benefits of different VR games. So we've conducted various research projects into a wide range of VR games to show what benefits they have, what risks there may be to those games, how to minimize those risks. And we are certifying games based upon our research in different categories. And the main aim of this is to use these VR games, these certified games that we've done research in, to develop VR programs for health, well-being and fitness. So that's going to be just general well-being, general mental health, but then as we get more research, we're going to be looking into more specific health conditions, such as Pompe disease. And we're looking to implement these VR solutions to help with these conditions with mental, physical health in general. So what could we do for Pompe? We'd love to be able to organize a demonstration at the next in-person event and really show you guys what virtual reality is and what it can do, because you can't really understand virtual reality until you've tried it. When you put on that headset, that's when it's like, oh, you really understand what it is and why it can help when you're actually in there. And we can look at designing and implementing VR programs that can help to improve the physical and mental health of people living with Pompe disease. Here are just some of the references for some of the claims I've made in this presentation. And thanks very much for your time, guys. If you have any questions or comments, please let me know, and you can always contact me through these details.